video, I'm going to share with you the 3 biggest reasons why cooperative care is going to help your dog love grooming. So if you have a dog and they go to the groomer, this video is for you. It's Tara with Zen Dog, where I coach you on how to help your dog learn to love grooming. On this channel, I'm going to share everything I know about dog training, dog grooming, and all of the stuff in between. So let's talk briefly about husbandry. Husbandry has been around forever. For as long as people have had animals, husbandry is really important in helping those animals that live with us under our care be happy and healthy. This ranges from everything from blood draws on elephants or hoof trims for horses, filing a beak on a bird, to the basic care that your dog and cat gets. This is all husbandry. But if they have a negative experience or fear surrounding these services, it can become nearly impossible to take care of the animals that live with us and that we love so much. Cooperate and tolerate having these things done to them, and the same can be done for your dog or your cat at home. So what exactly is cooperative care? According to Dr. Deb Jones, cooperative care is training and husbandry techniques that help your animal voluntarily cooperate with the procedure. The big goal, or the main goal here, is cooperation. You want to see a partnership. You want to see your animal seeking out the opportunity to engage in these activities because they have had such a positive experience in the past with them, and now they're really ready to be there for that. They want to be there with you. That's the end goal. Keep that in mind. We're working towards that slowly but surely. So let's talk about point number 1, and that is choice. Animals deserve choice, and just so you know, you may have never really thought of it this way, but allowing an individual, animal, human, any type of animal, allowing them the choice to engage in something and not forcing them into that really does solidify the concept in them that they will come back to it. They will want to engage in that more, and therefore you can continue to get more engagement and rewarding information towards them. All animals deserve to have choice and autonomy over their experiences. And no, this is not suggesting that your dog or you don't give them any structure or allow them to do whatever they want, but providing some choices could improve their experience exponentially. I know how polarizing it can feel to suddenly try to give your dog choice, and also the option to leave the training session if they want to, but just understand that giving them that choice will really help them learn to love it in the future. And yes, there will come a time when your dog actually has to have something done. It is imperative for their health and their well-being, but the concept of get it done is just not really fair to the animal. So in those times when something really does have to be done, it is best if you make it as positive as possible and get right back to training as soon as that experience is over, because you want to continue putting positive experiences into that bucket for that behavior. The problem that most pet parents face with their dog is they're not training. They may not even know that they can do this. So if for the first time ever you're now understanding that you can actually train your dog to enjoy a procedure, please leave a comment below. Training is way more than tricks and obedience. For a lot of pet parents, they know that their dog hates grooming and they just have no idea that anything can be done. They're not aware of how to fix it or what to do, and they just keep taking them to the groomer because they've got to be groomed, and I totally get that. Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell, because in my next video, I'm going to talk about how to help your dog enjoy grooming if they already hate it. So I'll definitely see you next week. Make sure to be here for that video. Point number 2, which is reinforcers. In order to do cooperative care properly and to make sure that your dog actually is getting something from this experience, because it's a give and take process, you need to have reinforcers, and the reinforcers need to be something your dog wants. And just so you know, that could change, right? The things that we want always change depending on the circumstances, and day to day we feel differently, and so do your dogs. So let's talk about reinforcers and what that might be. Food reinforcers is the most convenient to give. You want to find food reinforcers that your dog loves and that are small and easy to give, or if that might mean something lickable, so a licky mat. Licky mats are commonly used in baths and during grooming processes, so these are a great option. If your dog is choosing not to eat the food reinforcers that you know are normally high value or that your dog loves in other circumstances, then this is valuable information. You really need to step back and ask yourself, why in this moment is my dog not wanting to eat? Instead of trying to get past it, push through it, and just keep going with the grooming or the cooperative care procedure that you're trying to do, it's best to ask why and evaluate that so that you can go forward and make sure that this doesn't happen, or you can change your reinforcers. There are a few things that could be going on. Maybe the treat isn't high value enough, or you thought that it would be something they would like, but the husbandry care that you're doing is more stressful and it's not balancing out. So you want to either reduce the amount of stress that you're putting on your dog, or take a break and then maybe just get a higher value treat. Another thing that could be happening is the food is actually poisoned in this context. And I'm gonna talk more about this. This is a huge concept and I wanna devote a separate video just for that. So make sure to subscribe because I'm gonna explain how you might have accidentally poisoned this experience for your dog and they don't want the food, right? Another thing is that they might just be getting full and they're not really ready for what's happening right now. Another reason they're not eating the food, or it could be another reason they're not eating the food in this training exercise, is that you're overtraining. We're going to talk more about this on this channel, so stick around, but you can overtrain and most pet parents don't really know how long to train, and the answer is a lot less than you think. So I'll talk more about this in future videos, and I'll probably also be uploading a full-length training session for a cooperative care procedure to show how this should actually look and what should actually happen and all of that jazz. Point number 3 is tolerance. Let's talk about tolerance. Actually, for some things, achieving tolerance is enough because, let's be honest, dogs are individuals, and while not all dogs will love everything, that shouldn't deter you from trying, okay? That shouldn't deter you from putting in the effort, because your dog will thank you so much for the practice, for that time with them, for the bonding, because believe me, it can be very bonding to groom each other. I mean, of course, that's reinforcing for us primates, but dogs really enjoy being loved on and being caressed and being massaged, so long as it's consensual, so long as it's something that they were there and ready for. But tolerance can sometimes be enough. For a lot of people, they could be completely afraid of the dentist and maintain that fear and never really get help for it, or they're just going to the dentist and it's tolerable, right? Because we know the trade-off. We understand that the reinforcement of going to the dentist twice a year and getting your annual cleaning is worth it. Having good oral health, avoiding cavities is worth it. We have that mental capacity to have foresight, right? Dogs don't. So when you're doing cooperative care training and helping them learn to love it, you just have to understand that getting from one minute to the next and making sure that everything is reinforcing as much as possible is going to amount to something, I promise you. Building tolerance can be achieved by taking baby steps, by going slow and respecting the boundaries that your dog is setting and learning to read their body language. Body language and stress signals is very important when you're in close proximity to an animal, invading their space, but also so that you're not damaging the work that you're doing. So I would love to make a video on canine body language pertaining to grooming and grooming procedures. If that's something that you would like to see, please leave a comment below so it helps me know what you're looking for and if you would find that helpful. So if you learned anything from this video, we here at Zen Dog like to train without pain. This is one of my favorite shirts from Wolf Culture, and I will link them below if you would like any of their stuff because I'm super happy to have discovered them. Go ahead and check out these 2 videos here on my channel for more information about husbandry, cooperative care, and how to get your dog to like grooming. See you next time, everybody.